What's up, everyone? I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be giving you the top 10 loadouts you're using right now in the brand new Call of Duty Season 3 Verdansk update. We did get the new weapons early as well, along with the weapon changes early in the Black Ops 6 part of the update, which happened a day early with the Warzone servers being down. So we get to test a lot of these weapons out inside of that firing range, where you can actually put plates on as well. So I could get these ready for you by the time Verdansk drops, so you can hit the ground running with your squad in what feels like it's going to be OG Warzone. If you like the style of straightforward to the point loadout content, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that noti bell so you don't miss another video like this. Let's get into it. All right, so they buffed a lot of the Black Ops 6 SMGs as well. These are a lot. These are very mix and match. A lot of the assault rifles are good. There's a brand new attachment called the monolithic suppressor. We had that back in OG Warzone. We also had a monolithic suppressor in, I think, Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3. It was Modern Warfare 2, I think. It was not even close to what it was back in the day. So this monolithic suppressor, putting it on pretty much every loadout you can, really feels nice. Some of the SMGs are still the same, but some have moved up and some have moved down the list, including the Jackal PDW, which has gone back into my top 10 list, has a pretty solid TTK. I think we're sitting at a 616 TTK for the Jackal PDW now, which is fantastic, especially with this monolithic suppressor attachment. It buffs that TTK even more. All right, first up, we've got the Lockman Shroud still. Lockman Shroud is still a fantastic option. We're using the Jack/Underbarrel, the 50-round drum, the Chimera Laser Light here, the sub OP ammo, and the Jack Decimator conversion kit. Show this to you in the firing range, but it still has a pretty solid TTK. Not bad at all. I will say it's not one of the fastest TTKs though, but we'll get to that here in a minute. Next up, we have the Model L, still a very solid option. We're using the Volsky Reflex Sight, the monolithic suppressor, the reinforced barrel, the vertical foregrip, and extended mag 2. But with this monolithic suppressor on, man, it really helps this TTK out quite a bit. Controllable recoil, easily controllable, and even buffs the TTK on a lot of these weapons. Next up, the MCW still has a 600 TTK. They did not touch this one at all. So if you still like the MCW, it's going to be a fantastic option over Verdansk. And we have the brand new HDR. The HDR is going to be incredible. It's an infinite one shot. It's going to be a lot of fun to use. I haven't leveled this all the way up, but we do have a solid loadout for you and some options on attachments that you guys can choose from. For the MCW, we're rocking the Endless 30 compensator. I like the Jack/Underbarrel 40 round mag, Blackout high grain rounds, and the Jack Raven kit, of course. This thing absolutely rips. Absolutely still love running this MCW. It's going to feel incredible. Then for that HDR, we're rocking this monolithic suppressor. You're going to want to rock this, man. I mean, it's bullet velocity and damage range buff with, of course, no minimap ping. It's going to be better than just the suppressor. It's just a solid option. I like the long barrel here. We're playing on a bigger map now. It's going to be a longer range. If you're playing if you're still playing Rebirth, reinforced barrel is going to do you just fine as well. So just keep that in mind. Like the quick draw grip here for faster ADS. It does have a slow ADS speed. We're rocking the light stock for a little bit more movement speed while we're running around the bigger map, and then the overpressured rounds here. Love the bullet velocity buff it gives. We're looking at, we can usually get, if we put this reinforced barrel on, you're going to probably get over 1,000 bullet velocity on this as well. I would think about that bullet velocity one. The reinforced barrel probably a solid option. I'll have it leveled up by the time the update drops, but very solid options indeed. Next up, we have the PP919. I think is still very good option, and then the GPR91. For the PP919, we're rocking the monolithic suppressor again, reinforced barrel, commando grip, no stock, and the overpressured rounds. Man, the PP919 still a very good option. Still love this thing. I love the mag on it too. Very little recoil. PP919 is a great option. Then for that GPR, we're rocking the monolithic suppressor again, reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2. And I'm not running a sight on this. If you want to run a sight on it, I recommend the Volsky, but I'm rocking the overpressured rounds here. But like I said, GPR is going to be a great option as well. That heightened TTK with that monolithic suppressor is going to be really nice. Next, we have the Kar 98, which did get a buff in the update as well, and then the Striker, which is still amazing. For the Kar 98, we're rocking the X10 Endless AS7 optic, the Sonic Suppressor L muzzle, precision long barrel here. I like no stock just for some movement speed, and then the high grain rounds. And then for the striker, we're rocking the Shadow Strike Suppressor muzzle, the Striker Recon Long Barrel, Jack Slash Underbarrel, 48 round mag, and the high grain rounds again. Strikers, again, still incredible. Absolutely still loving it. Great for sniper support for sure. Very little recoil. Absolutely love the striker. Next up, we have the Ames 85 and the Superior 46. Superior 46 is still a very, very good option, still 630 TTK, but all our other SMGs from here on out are below a 630 TTK now because of the buffs. Actually crazy. Get ready. It's just, it is wild how good these weapons are now. All right, for this Ames 85, we're rocking the Volsky Reflex Sight, Monolithic Suppressor, the Reinforced Barrel here, Vertical Foregrip, and Extended Mag 2. Here's what that Ames 85 looks like. It's going to be insanely good with the monolithic suppressor now. I really like this option. It did give a slight, I don't know if it was a nerf, it just got a slight adjustment to where it may not be as good as it has been at distance, but I think it's a very solid sniper support option too. And then for the Superior, we're rocking the Shadow Strike Suppressor. I still like the Bore 99 short barrel for a little bit more speed. Jack Slash Underbarrel, 40 round mag. We're not running the Rescue 9 stock strictly because the Bore 99 gives you more movement speed. And then the high grain rounds here is a perfect option. And then the Superior 46, of course, still an insane TTK. Absolutely love it. Just a very, very good option. Next up, we have the AK-74 and the Jackal PDW. For the AK-74, we're rocking the Volsky Reflex Sight, mono suppressor here, reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2. This thing really looks like it kills pretty quick. Here's what the AK-74 looks like with that mono suppressor on there. Just looks like it just rips through enemies, man. The AK-74 is gonna be a very, very solid option. Then for that Jackal, we're rocking that mono suppressor again, the reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2, and the overpressured rounds here. Then for that Jackal, here's what that Jackal looks like. This one feels very, very nice as well, at least in the firing range, but man, so good. Then we have the KSV with the MK2. The MK2 with this mono suppressor on this thing, man, is going to be a very, very close option for like the DMR. But back in the day, KSV, we're rocking the mono suppressor, reinforced barrel, Ranger foregrip here, extended mag 2, and these overpressured rounds. Here's what that KSV is going to look like. It's going to be even better than it has been with that mono suppressor on there. I absolutely love it. And then the MK2, we're going with a Willis 3x scope. I like the mono suppressor again, long barrel to increase that damage range, extended mag 2, and the overpressured rounds. And then the MK2, you're just going to annihilate enemies, man, with this thing. It's just going to be so nice to have. Love the MK2. Next up, we have the brand new Grau 556 conversion kitted SWAT 556. And then the SOG, massive buff. I thought it was already pretty solid anyway, but this thing jumped up way in the standings in my opinion. The SWAT 556, mono suppressor, the vertical foregrip, full auto, extended mag, which you can only unlock via the conversion kit, the balance stock, and the Grau conversion kit, of course, which is unlocked in page 5 of the battle pass. I just don't like the extra iron sights it has now, but man, this thing just, it doesn't move. I'll give you that. It is going to be a very solid mid-range option. And then for that SOG, man, we're rocking this mono suppressor here. I like the reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, into mag 2, and the overpressured rounds. And then that SOG, man, that SOG is just, this thing's going to rip through enemies, man. This is going to be a lot like the I picture this going to be a lot like the Mac 10 from back in the day, and how it's going to feel inside the actual game. It's going to be so good. Next, we have the Cypher 91. This thing's going to be good again for sure. I like the C9 with this. For the Cypher 91, mono suppressor, reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2, and the overpressured rounds. The Cypher 91 just feels incredible again too. It didn't receive much of a nerf. All these got kind of damage range nerfs. All the Black Ops 6 assault rifles, except for the newer ones. So, I mean, still feels incredible. And then for that C9, we're rocking the mono suppressor, long barrel, Ranger foregrip, extended mag 2. You have no stock and infiltrator stock, either one. Probably gonna go no stock here, actually. Let's do no stock there. And then the C9, man, C9 got a buff. Actually, I don't know why they buffed this. because it was already good in the first place. Last but not least, we have the Kilo and the AMAX. The Kilo is incredibly good. We're rocking this with the PPSH, and then we're rocking the Compact 92 with the AMAX next. These are just awesome. I would definitely screenshot these. These are going to be good for, I think, hopefully for a long time, man. It's good to have these weapons back, especially on Verdansk. For this Kilo, we're rocking the Volsky reflex sight. I like the mono suppressor, the reinforced barrel here, vertical foregrip, and extended mag 2. If you don't want to run an optic on the Kilo, which I know a lot of people might not want to, take off the optic and put the overpressured rounds. Easy peasy. They're both great. Man, this Kilo feels incredible, dude. Kilo's so much fun to run. Absolutely love these. Oh, this is just it's gonna be so much fun to run. Then for the PPSH, mono suppressor, reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2, and the overpressured rounds again. And then PPSH feels even better now, especially after the buff it just got. Absolutely love the PPSH. Woo, it's gonna be good. Next, for this AMAX, I like the Volsky reflex sight again. I like the mono suppressor, long barrel or reinforced barrel, either one. I like the long barrel here, I think, for a bigger map. Vertical foregrip and extended mag 2. Man, this AMAX is kind of crazy, dude, because it's got a pretty crazy animation as well. This thing's wild. Look at this, like a little retro fighting game style. Pretty cool. And then, man, this thing is going to rip. It actually doesn't have quite as much of recoil as I thought it was going to, or it's real easy to control, real easy. And then for that Compact 92, integrated suppressor barrel, Ranger foregrip, extended mag 2, CQB grip here, and the overpressured rounds. Then this Compact has an even faster TTK than it did last season, which is wild to think about, but I think the TTK on this is 550 now. It was sitting at I want to say it was above a 600. This thing is incredible, absolutely incredible. Thank you guys again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that noti bell so you don't miss a video like this or like any of these. We'll see you in the next one.